It's always that moment of hello is always a little bit awkward. It's like nobody's there, but I'm saying hello because somebody will be there when they watch this. Um, Anywho, so this is another live I've been wanting to do for a while. It's been a piece of the puzzle of life that I've been reflecting on over the last few months, and it's about money. It's about money and how that connects to expansion and growth and stories we tell ourselves around I need to do X or Y or Z in order to get money. And it's a loaded topic. It's a loaded, intense topic because it's so interconnected with our survival, right? Money equals survival for us, and so it's a very charged topic. Um, so, where to begin? So one of the one of the shifts that I am making in my life or have made in my life is to, instead of operating off of the premise of this is what's available, so I better take it, to instead operate from the premise of this is what I truly desire and what would feel amazing. So I'm going to set the bar there and go for that. Um, Also, in terms of money, also in terms of income, also in terms of anything, though, that goes across the board. So why am I saying that? I'm saying that because previously I would have thought that I needed to take what was actually available, what I could see as an option, what was already apparent to me as an option. I would have thought, I have to take this, right? I have to take this. And yet, what I didn't understand I was doing in those moments was collapsing my vision of seeing the other possibilities because I was accepting this. So when we settle for less, we get less. This is the thing that we must remember. When we settle for less, we get less. And so, um, and so okay, so great. So that's one thing. And then, okay, great. Yeah, we all want lots of money. We all want to be making more money, I think, probably, many, most of us. And so, like, yeah, that's easy to say. And then what happens in the moment of not taking this thing here that's available, uh, uh, for example, a lower rate, a lower salary, a lower whatever, um, is that moment is terrifying, right? We have to be willing, in order to really get what we want, we have to be willing to walk away from what we don't want. And what happens in that moment is fear, right? Fear comes up in that moment. What if this is all I will get access to, right? I better take it because if I don't, what the hell, maybe I'm not going to get anything, right? Is the story that runs through our mind, or certainly has run through my mind in the past. And yet, again, what I didn't realize I was doing in that moment was um, collapsing the possibility for me to actually get what I want. So we need to understand, when we take what is there, we shut down the option of getting more to a certain degree. Um, Okay. There was more. I was going to say, what was it? um, right. Okay. Just a little bit more on that. So we have to be willing to walk away. And in order to actually be willing to walk away, we have to feel, we have to have the confidence that we will be okay. We will be okay if we don't take this thing that we don't really want. um, and so how do we do that? How do we do that? Um, well, largely it's through the very act of not taking it and going through the panic and the fear of, oh my God, um, and um, and seeing as we go are willing to face the panic and fear of not grabbing onto that thing that is already accessible in order to move towards what we want, we get to uh, we get to see we get to see that possibility open up, and we get to watch. We have to watch our own minds and the stories that come up and that circle round that we tell ourselves that that are motivated out of fear. So that's another important piece of the puzzle, is really, in your life, do you want to be acting motivated out of fear or motivated out of moving towards what you truly want, right? And I know it is easy to say that, and it is very different in reality, but we have to remember that whatever we plant, whatever energy we plant, we will sow. And so it is for us to be very courageous and take, that's a leap. That's a very serious leap of saying, no, I'm not going to take this because I want this, right? And it's not like then you just throw it out into the ether and do nothing, right? You name what you want and then you move towards it. You actually move towards what you want, and the necessary steps emerge along the way. And it may not be instantaneous, but if you are willing to face the fear of unknowing, then it becomes possible to actually have. But if we just collapse and go to what we know and is already accessible, we lose that possibility. Yeah. So I think there's a little bit more on being willing to walk away. Yeah. So this is it. Okay, so this the other thing is, we think, okay, I'm gonna end up on the street. Okay, I'm gonna like, I have to feed my family. And admittedly, if you have children, this is a harder kettle of fish. So I am not gonna deny that. But I've read a great story in the autobiography of Isadora Duncan last night. It's about her and her mother going to San Francisco. Going from San Francisco to Chicago, and like surviving off of one crate of tomatoes for like a month while she got her first gig. And then as soon as she got her first gig and it wasn't what she wanted, and they had enough to eat, she let it go and moved on to the next thing. And then I don't know what happened beyond that. That's as far as I got last night. But it was a powerful example of, yes, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's not going to be scary. There will be moments of scariness. But the resources appear in those moments. The ideas appear in those moments. And if we don't push ourselves into the discomfort of, again, not just going for what is already accessible, those will not come. Those come in the moment where we take the leap and move forward. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say about money and resources. And it has certainly proved true for me in the last little while. So if you want to know more, if you have thoughts or comments, please comment or private message me. I'd love to hear what comes up for you. And wish you a beautiful evening. Bye for now.